at Big and Smith's house.
Great thing about Chelsea is that she's a straight shooter. It's hard to find people, specifically white people,
That want to talk about
that
it.
want to talk about it.
You know, Mommy used to always tell us, when you're born white, you're born with your foot in the door, and that's real talk. That's the truth.
Right. A lot of white people don't feel like that, though.
Okay, well.
Yes, this is an interesting clip I came across recently. Will Smith's wife and Chelsea Handler sat down in an interview to talk about white privilege. I don't understand what is going on. I will play the video so you can see exactly, according to this tweet, what Hollywood Libras tone other working class women destroying white privilege narrative. Chelsea Handler comes to the table to reveal eye-opening truth about her past. It has been long I reacted to a video pertaining to these people. Please share out the video. It is important. People should see what is going on.
I had this mouth on me, and I thought, oh yeah, like police are safe.
I had a lot of revelation in watching your documentary. Seeing how white people could actually be confused by the idea of white privilege, and why there would be some white people that believe that white privilege is non-existent.
So what we're filming is a documentary on white privilege to see if it exists or if it's a fantasy that people are just making up in their heads. What do you think?
I think it's something they're making up in their heads.
You don't think it exists?
No, I had the same privileges that the other guys had. And
What other guys?
other guys, black, white, Hispanic, you know.
Right.
I think everybody makes their own choices.
You were surprised about that?
I was surprised because,
Really?
yes, because privilege to a lot of people is related to money.
That's how I thought of it.
Right.
Right. And I read a line in a book that said, to many people, equality feels like a loss.
Right.
And that's the moment, that was the line. I'm very big on one line takeaways.
Right.
Equality feels like a loss. And then I thought, what would I be willing to give up in the name of equality?
Right.
If you were to say to me, hey, give me your house and everything's going to be fair and equal.
Right.
Sure, of course I would.
Right.
But what would individuals who have nothing to give
Right.
be okay with giving?
Right.
I feel like if you're born white, you're born with your foot in the door.
Absolutely.
I've sat down and broken bread with underprivileged white people, right? So I could see how there would be white people in America that would say, I don't know how I'm paying my bills. I don't know how I'm going to get my kid into college. Privilege? I'm out here struggling. What are you talking about?
Right.
And I think that's a defining word, that's struggle. I've had hard times in my life, but I've never struggled to eat, to have food on the table, worried about my next job in a real way.
Right. But there are a lot of white people in this country that do.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm not saying white people don't struggle. Absolutely. But that's a good word to use. And it is kind of intimidating because people don't want to get out of their comfort zones. That
absolutely.
people
That's
who
real
say,
talk.
I don't see racism, it's because you don't know any black people. So when would you witness
right.
it?
So have you come up with a definition that you feel really describes white privilege?
And I always use the example that, going into a grocery store as a white person is totally different than going into the grocery store as a black person. No one's looking at you to screw up. No one's looking at you to take something. No one suspects anything. Do you know how many times I've walked out of grocery stores because the line was too long and I didn't feel like waiting? I was like, this is annoying. I'm just going to take it. And shoplifted. I mean, talk about entitlement and privilege. I just knew I wouldn't get caught.
Yes, you are not born into privilege because of your skin color. You are born into privilege based on your parental lifestyle and decisions. If you are born into a family that has a strong sense of value and work ethics, you are off to a good start. If you are born into a family or to a woman who has terrible values and work ethics and believes the war is out to get them, you are off to a rough start. The privilege is not based on skin color, but there is a significant disparity in which skin colors have which values based on BS ideologies of victimhood or not. Yes, somebody wrote Chelsea Handler is confusing worthy celebrities' privilege with white privilege. People of a certain stature, regardless of race, ethnicity, sex, will be treated differently than lower class individuals. For Chelsea to believe that she represents all white people and because she never gone hungry or was homeless or been without utility, then no white people had that experience is shocking. Because she has never experienced it, we know, she got a lot of money. It is insane for her to tell like she's representing the whole white people. Jada in this case is making a lot of sense. I never thought there would be a day I would do a video really in support of what she is saying. There are white people that are really living below a certain level. Yeah, they will never sit a single day and talk about white privilege. So I don't understand the kind of sense this woman is trying to pass here. It is insane. To me, it is just like 50-50. Yeah. I have seen black people that are really living up to standard that they cannot even talk about this. When I get this on daily basis, it's not like I want to favor a group of people. I'm just talking based on my experience, what I've seen in different places. So it is insane. Hearing Chelsea Handler talking like this, another person wrote, as a white person who works retail, I can say in most cases it is the way you carry yourself, speak and act that make us watch you. It has nothing to do with race or so-called white privilege, whatever the hell that is. It doesn't exist. If you act suspicious, you are getting watched. Simple as that. I am brown, dark brown. I walk into stores and malls with no problem because I believe like a civilized, respectful person. It is not your skin color, it is your attitude that dictate how you are treated. That is it. It is not based on your skin color. If you are, let me not even go far. I'm a black person, yeah. But when I look at the people that support me on daily basis are not black people. That is what I experience. Even on this platform. Okay, in that case, what should I say? It is now based on the way I do or carry myself around that makes these people, to treat me differently. If you get up, you want to behave a type, they will look you differently. So it is based on the individual attitude, can I say behavior, that will lead people to treat you in a particular way. Another person wrote, I can't think of two people less equipped to even approach speaking on so-called white privilege. Get real intellectual. Not all women have a conflicting proof and let the viewer decide what to believe. That is a white privilege documentary. I will even probably watch. A good debater will strip this agenda apart quickly. I feel showing how ridiculous this whole thing is. It is exactly what so many people need to see.
Great things that are coming from the left right now are absolutely bonkers. So let's